Tony Parker, Greg Popovich and Manu Ginobili have been blasted by former San Antonio Spurs player Stephen Jackson for their handling of Kawhi Leonard's injury situation. Leonard has missed all but just 9 regular games for the San Antonio side this, with his last appearance coming in the 112-80 win over the Denver Nuggets on January 13 due to a quadriceps injury. The 26-year-old was expected back in action by mid-March, but his return remains a mystery, with Spurs players reportedly holding a meeting recently to implore Leonard to return to the lineup and help the team in its push for the playoffs. According to ESPN, the players were said to have expressed frustration at the 2014 NBA Finals MVP's continued absence, as they have been struggling with a 6-4 record in the last 10 games and their NBA playoffs participation still not confirmed with 8 games remaining in the regular. Could Tony Parker's comments have an effect on Kawhi Leonard's Spurs' future? Pictured, January 2, 2018, New York, USA. San Antonio Spurs forward Kawhi Leonard 2 reacts with San Antonio Spurs guard Tony Parker 9 against the New York Knicks during the second half at Madison Square Garden. Photo, Adam Hunger, USA Today Sports. Parker recently caused controversy when he said he suffered a similar injury to Leonard, only his was worse. In addition, Ginobili stated last week that Leonard would not be returning for the regular and that the Spurs were playing under that assumption. Jackson, who played for the Spurs in 2 different spells from 2001 to 2003 and 2012-2013, was not pleased with the duo's comments, particularly with Parker's, who he labeled as selfish. For Tony to come out and make the statement about his hamstring, a quad was 100 times worse than Kawhi's is so low, Jackson said Monday on Fox Sports 1's The Herd with Colin Cowherd, as quoted on Yardbarker. And the timing of it is even worse. You talk about this meeting, you'll want him on the team, is he gonna be with us or not? And now all of a sudden this last week, you and Manu Ginobili both come out and talk about it at the same time. I played on this organization. They came at me sideways before when head coach Greg Popovich asked me to say other people was better than me, so I know he, Parker, can be selfish, and by this comment, I won't be surprised if this makes Kawhi wanna leave. Because when your teammates go against you in the media, not having your back, you know that's coming from up top. Why would you want to be there? By the fact that came from Tony like that, that's super low. I lost a lot of respect for Tony because they always say, well, this is a class act, this is a class organization. That was low coming from one of your teammates. Jackson also went on to add that the comments from the 2 longtime veterans are coming from Popovich, who he claims organized the players-only meeting to discuss Leonard's injury. Anything that comes out in the media or anything that needs to be said is distributed down to the team. It comes from Pop through Tony and Ginobili, Jackson explained. Now you may not believe this, that meeting that came down from Pop to those guys. They didn't do that on their own. Tony don't have the balls to do that. Ginobili don't have the balls to do that. I don't think no one fears them to respect their word. That came from up top. No question.